Hi everyone, welcome back to Eclectic Alu. The first tip that I give to my clients is please have a diary beside you at night with a pen, pen and paper. And so when you have a flashback, when you have a nightmare, or when you're ruminating and you cannot sleep, write it down, have it there so that your brain knows that you're taking care of it and that it's heard. Whatever it is that you're thinking, it's seen and understood, and it's there. And I can tell you that helps a lot. Writing about whatever it is that is bothering you and the reason why you cannot sleep, that can help you a lot. My next tip is circadian rhythm. It's important to respect our circadian rhythm. That tells us that is waking hour and it's a sleeping hour. So we need to be awake when there's light and we need to sleep when it's dark. This comes from our ancestors, from the cavemen and from people in the past. Our ancestors, they had to be awake, to work and to collect food and that. And we know that during the day, that's the time where we humans are awake and we work and we do things. So respect that and go to bed between 9:30 and 10:30, 11, 12, it's too late, but anything before 12, please do that. After that, you enter into the risky zone and there's a possibility that you won't sleep well. My next tip is about exercising, moving, going out, going for a walk, going to the gym, doing yoga, which is what I like to do, because there's research that shows that helps the brain restore cognitive functions that are lost during trauma. Yoga will help you. You're exercising, you're doing mindfulness, you're doing meditation. It's a mindful movement yoga. So you're doing all of that, plus you're recovering your cognitive functions and you are moving your body, which is one thing you need to do in order to sleep better at night. One more thing is supplements like magnesium will help you relax. So go to your doctor if you can. My next tip is to avoid caffeine. I used to be the #1 biggest fan on earth. I used to like coffee a lot. I do like it, but I don't drink it anymore because it's anxiety provoking. Your heart rate goes to the roof, and then you cannot sleep. Please, if you're going to have coffee, have it 4 to 6 hours before bed, at least, because it stays in the blood for, I think, 14 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Also, if you're going to have a snack, have, for example, something that has protein in it, like peanut butter, or the old glass of warm milk. If you have a granny that used to say to you, here's a glass of milk before bed, she was right. It's good for you. There are studies that show that a glass of warm milk is as effective as medication. So there's protein in it, it's warm, and it sends signals to your brain that you are ready to rest. No sugar, no snacks that are greasy, sugary, no, that doesn't help. Or eating like too close to bedtime, that doesn't help because you need to do your digestion and everything before going to bed. So 1 to 2 hours before bed, it's good to eat at that time. Having a clean room, orderly, decluttered, simple, airy, with cool air. Cool air helps you a lot to sleep well. And, being in an uncluttered room, that helps a lot too. That sends signals of everything is okay. And having this attitude of gratitude, of being, I'm thankful for being able to have a shower before bed, or for having these sheets that are soft, or for having a bed, for having had food before my dinner, or grateful for your kids, or start focusing on what you're grateful for, because this idea of scarcity is what keeps us awake. This idea that we need to do something, we need to get this, we need to do that. That keeps you awake, and and if you add to that rumination from CPTSD, you're toast. So please start thinking about the good things. And if this is hard for you and you still have flashbacks, which I hear you, I know, you use the diary trick, you know, write it down, journal trick. Have it near you and write it down. Write everything that you are feeling, put it on paper. That will help you a lot, you know, reduce anxiety and calm down, and you'll go back to sleep. One more thing, if you go to bed and you wake up in the middle of the night and you start ruminating, the best thing to do is to just get out of bed, go to your kitchen, make tea. I'm a fan of these types of tea, and also I have a habit of having herb tea before bed. I usually do this like about 1.5 hours, 1 to 2 hours before bed. I have tea. It could be linden tea, valerian root, or what's the other one? Like those go to bed or night sweet dreams teas and all that. I have those before bed, and that's a habit that I have, and it sends messages to my brain that I'm going to have a good night's sleep, because it actually helps you wind down and it calms you a lot. You know, it's like my medicine. And so that I was saying, you know, if you wake up in the middle of the night, go to your kitchen, make yourself either a glass of warm milk or tea, one of these herbal teas that are very calming, like linden or chamomile, and have that tea in the kitchen if possible, and start reading something, a book that is nice, and, you know, a novel or something not heavy, you know, with philosophy or something like that, something that is, you know, it's nice and sweet and la 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 happy, you know, something like that. And so you'll start winding down, and then when you start feeling sleepy, go back to bed with your book, keep reading until you fall asleep, and see if that helps. Okay, mindfulness, meditation, breathing, do all that before bed. That usually helps. Like right before bed, you can meditate, for example, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just breathing, you know, breathing in for 6, let's say, holding your breath for 3 and exhaling for 6. That helps a lot. Do it about 10 times and see how that goes. You know, being in the moment, being able to calm down, to breathe mindfully, it's super helpful. There's another thing that helps, which is putting your left hand here and your right hand on your belly. And this is from yoga and from Peter Levine, the somatic experiencing expert, which is it's his theory, he's everything, right? And so he says, do this, here's my belly, and this calms you down, like instantly. So stay like this for a while, and do this right now. Put your hand here and here, and start breathing. Long inhalation, long exhalation. That calms you down. Avoid tech before bed. This messes up with our circadian rhythm, so avoid blue light. At least try to shift it to night shift. Try to put your phone or your computer on night shift. I actually have it during all day long because I don't want the blue light, so night shift. You know, it's sort of amber, is that a word? Like sepia, that's another word in Spanish. It's you see this, you don't have the bright lights that are sending you to wake up, move, adrenaline, cortisol, move. No, so this is very calming, you know, to calm down. Have you heard about HYGGE, the Danish word that means cozy but with something else? They live for this over there. And I have the book, which is by the Happy Institute. Oh, hold on, what's his name? I'll put it here. And he mentions a lot of ways to be HYGGE. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll put it here. And it's this word that they use to explain, for example, low light, candles, things that feel cozy, you know, all that. You need HYGGE to go to bed. That's what we all need. Foods should be healthy vegetables, protein, all the food groups, and healthy whole foods. That's what we need to eat in order to feel better. Our body is a machine. It's a machine. It's not a machine, but we need to keep it good, in good condition. So we need good foods. Everything that we eat should be healthy. Avoid fried greasy things before bed, or snacks, or actually during the day. Avoid that. But eat healthy. You will feel so much better, so much better. And avoid alcohol, because alcohol will wake you up during the night. And although you start feeling like, oh, I have a glass of wine and I'm wind down, yeah, but alcohol has this thing where it wakes you up during the night, in the middle of the night, and then you cannot go back to sleep. The best thing is to not have alcohol. Hey, I'm the bearer of good news and happy news. No coffee, no alcohol. Yeah, if you want to feel better and sleep well, do this. That's what we need to do. So exercise, good food, go to bed at a regular time, drink these teas that I tell you, good night sleeps with herbal things like linden tea and chamomile. Journal by your side at night, that helps a lot. Yes, that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Thank you so much for being here, for listening to me. I hope you got something useful out of this video, and try to implement these tips and you will see how your sleep will improve. I can tell you this. Right? Okay, take good care, and I will see you next week. Okay? Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Ciao, ciao.